On this day, 30th of April, the Templar made Caesar. They put him on a Templar galley at 8 years old. His father was a German falconer in the service of the Hohenstaufen kings of Sicily. The kings had been killed, the falconer had been killed. The mother could not keep him. He learned the sea, the ropes, the way men spoke when no one watched. By 24 he was captain of his own galley, anchored at Acco while the city burned. The last Christian stronghold in the Holy Land was falling to the Mamluks. Roger de Flor's holds were empty. He filled them. Not with the dying, with those who could pay. Gold and rings and the silver off altars. Whoever could buy passage was taken aboard. The poor were left on the docks. When the Templar order heard what he had done, they denounced him as a thief and an apostate. Roger de Flor disappeared into the Mediterranean. He surfaced as a captain of mercenaries. His men were Almogavars, mountain men from the Aragonese frontier. They fought in leather and mail. They carried short swords and heavy javelins. They struck their iron on flint before a charge so the sparks rose around them like a curse. Their cry was Desperta Feroc. Awaken, iron. The Byzantine Empire was dying. The Turks had broken its armies in Anatolia. The Emperor Andronikos was reduced to begging the courts of Europe for soldiers, and Roger de Flor offered him 6,500 Almogavers for a price. He arrived at Constantinople in 1303. The emperor gave him his 15-year-old niece, a Bulgarian princess named Maria. He gave him the title of Megas Du, Grand Duke. He gave him command of the imperial army and the imperial fleet. Roger de Flor took his men to Asia and broke the Turks at Cyzicus. He relieved the siege of Philadelphia. He pushed the Ottomans back further than any Byzantine general had managed in a generation. And then he started to think about a kingdom of his own. His Almogavars, glutted on success, plundered Byzantine cities the way they had plundered Turkish ones. He sent his treasure east to Magnesia. He spoke openly of carving out a principality in Anatolia. The emperor watched. The emperor's son watched. In a winter quarrel, his men killed the son of the Alan mercenary chieftain. He went to the chieftain afterwards and offered gold. The chieftain refused. The Alans did not forget. In April of 1305, the co-emperor Michael invited him to Adrianople. There would be a banquet. They would settle accounts. He would receive at last the title that had been promised him. Caesar. He rode there with 300 horsemen and 1,000 foot. The records do not preserve what was said at the table, only what happened after. The Alans came in through the doors. Their leader, the father of the boy his men had killed, walked the length of the hall. The wine cups were on the table. The candles were burning. Roger de Flor was 38 years old. When the cavalry outside the walls heard the noise inside, they went for their horses. The Alans were already on them. The 1,000 infantry had been quartered apart. They were cut down in their billets. The Grand Duke and 301 men. The news reached the Catalan company at Gallipoli within days. There was no debate. Berenguer de Roquefort was elected captain. Word was sent to Berenguer de Entença at sea. The Almogavars sharpened their javelins. For 2 years they tore Thrace apart. Then they tore Macedonia apart. The chronicler, Ramon Muntaner, who marched with them, called it the Catalan vengeance. The emperor ordered the country between Constantinople and Salimbria stripped of its crops so that nothing would remain for them to take. It did not stop them. They moved west into Greece. In 1311, they overthrew the Duchy of Athens. They ruled it for 3 generations. the boy from the falconer's house, the disgraced Templar, the Caesar at the table. The Alans had a long memory. The Catalans had a longer one. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Thank you.